Have you ever been out and about in one of your local parks, or really anywhere in Western Pennsylvania, and noticed a stream that just doesn't look quite right? It might have orange or white stained rocks or milky water like the one in front of me. What you're seeing is the result of acid mine drainage from mines that have been in this area for well over 100 years. What we're seeing is the result of surface water leaching down into those mines and reacting with the heavy metals within the rocks that are left over. And that water, when it makes that chemical reaction with those rocks, releases heavy metals like irons, coppers, and aluminum, and then flushes out of the mines with water that is at a much lower pH and much higher acidity than normal. That results in streams like we're seeing in front of me today. This stream in particular, with its white milky water, has a high aluminum content and a very low pH. And what that does is negatively impact the plants and the animals that live in this stream and makes it very hard for them to survive. The good news is Allegheny County is taking steps to remediate that in several of our parks, and there's a brand new system that's going in right here in Settlers Cabin Park. So one of the solutions to manage acid mine drainage in our parks is taking place right here off of Pinkerton Run Road. We are currently working on developing an acid mine remediation pond system that will take water that's coming out of this old mine at a very low pH and full of heavy metals, pump them into a settling pond where that water will go through hundreds of tons of limestone, slowly raising that pH and making it an acceptable level to go back into the stream. That water will then be released back into the stream where it came from to keep the habitat intact. And the heavy metals that were in that water will kind of sink to the bottom and then be flushed into a further flush pond downhill. The water will slowly drain out of that, leaving the heavy metals behind. And then once, probably about every 10 years or so, we'll come in and remove those heavy metals and take them away for proper disposing. Once the water is cleaned and released from the acid mine drainage remediation pond, it will go back into the small little tributary ravine that it came out of and enter back into Pinkerton's Run, just about 100 yards up from where we're standing right now. That water will have a much higher pH, so it will have low acidity, and the majority of those heavy metals will have been removed from it, vastly improving the habitat of Pinkerton's Run south of that acid minage discharge. A lot of trees had to be removed to make that project work. So we're partnering with Trout Unlimited to do a stream bank stabilization and fish habitat improvement project right in this area. All around us, due to floodwaters, we see a lot of scouring and scarring on the stream banks, undercutting of the tree roots, and just general erosion going on. Those trees, root balls, and large rocks will be used to stabilize this stream bank and create structures coming out from the side of the stream and across the stream that create areas where fish can survive, slow the water down, and cool the water down. Our hope is that one day we're able to stock trout in this stream and create an environment that's healthy for the plants and animals that live here and a great recreational resource for the people of Allegheny County.